Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. In this video, I'm going to quickly walk you through the RAG concept. So I'm not going to dive into the old details of the RAG, but I want to just give you a quick hint of what RAG is and how it's going to help us in the real world use cases. So what is RAG? Before diving into the RAG, probably it's good to look at how was the situation before RAG and how RAG actually helped us. So I would like to start from the base LLM flow. When we say LLM, we mean large language models. And as you are already familiar with the large language models, we are talking about the models that are being used to generate information. If this is a new topic for you, probably you heard about the ChatGPT. ChatGPT is using large language model behind the scene to generate information. As you can see here, we always have an input prompt, which is coming from you as a user, and it goes to the LLM, and then LLM generate answer and give it back to you as an output. So in this kind of architecture or flow, what you see is the LLM is the core of your application, and LLM is going to actually generate all information for you. So everything you can expect is just coming from the LLM, and the all data is also dependent to the data that is available in LLM. But the question is, if you have other data sources in your organization, in your company, and in your maybe private business, so what's going to happen? If you ask a question from the LLM doesn't have access to any other data sources. So what happens is that LLM probably would tell you that it doesn't know anything about that concept, or maybe it makes up some random information or start hallucinating. So basically, that is a problem that we have with the base flow of the LLM, which we are quite limited in terms of the data. That's exactly the point that the concepts like RAG, retrieval-augmented generation, is going to actually help us. Another example. So this is the example that we are asking questions from the base LLM still, and this is actually one of the series that I like, Severance from Apple TV. This series actually it's really interesting. I really recommend to watch it if you are really interested about the office types of series. But anyway, I asked these questions, do you know about the Severance season 1? And I asked these questions from the GPT-4. And then I got answered that the Severance is a television series that premiered on Apple TV in 2022. And this is correct, and this is the information I was expecting. But the next question is quite interesting. I asked, what about the season 2 release dates? And basically, the season 2 was premiered last January. And this is quite interesting because what you see here as an answer from the LLM is that it doesn't know anything about the season 2. And the reason for that is just because the LLM data is actually about the time before this series was premiered. So the LLM data for this model was from the 2024, and that's why the information about the 2025 is not available for the model, and also this chatbot cannot get access to outside. That's why I would say this is one of the problems that we have with the LLMs, because they are limited in the data. So in general, the LLMs do not know everything. So that's for sure that we should know about them. LLMs often hallucinate. And this is also very interesting to know that sometimes LLMs give you an answer, but you shouldn't trust all answer. You should always evaluate your models, because that answer might be quite random, might not be accurate. And also LLMs lack access to your real-time data. That's also the another issue that we have with the base LLM applications. So with the retrieval-augmented generation, what we are actually doing is we are going to actually connect our data to the LLM. So LLM get access to the private data sources. LLM get access to your actually tools, other databases you have, the applications you have, and with that RAG concept is going to help us to enrich the amount of capabilities that LLM can actually provide for us. So today we are not talking about only the base RAG, we're talking about the agentic RAG. So basically when we create an agent, that agent is not going to just answer some questions. Agent can actually go to your financial data sources, to your many files in your company and check them based on your question and come back with the proper answer. So that's how RAG today actually shaped. In a really nutshell, very quickly, how RAG system works, that consists of two big elements, the retriever and generator. With the retriever, what we're talking is that we are getting the information from different types of data sources that we have and connect them to the RAG system. And with the generator, it's exactly what we discussed in the beginning of this video, is about the base LLM in which it does generate the output for us. So now let's look at some real-world examples to see how RAG can actually help us. So in an HR, human resource department, a regular LLM might say we get 20 days vacation. But the problem is, this is the LLM, it's coming from the generic information, but the actual policy you have in your company is 25. And that's why with the RAG system, it checks out the information from the existing HR file and get it right. So that's actually the beauty of the RAG solutions. The other example is about the finance. In the finance, an LLM might estimate this quarter's revenue, and that estimation might be based on a lot of millions of data. So I wouldn't say random, but it's based on a lot of different actually types of data, not exactly based on the information from your company. But with the RAG system, it pulls the official Excel sheet and then it gives you some sort of estimation based on your data, and that is a big difference. In the tech support, LLM might invent troubleshooting steps, which means imagine if you use the chatbot that is connected to the large language model to support your clients for your application. So LLM might actually try to find some answers from its knowledge, but it's not going to be necessarily useful or accurate or correct. But if you use the RAG solution, RAG is going to reference the official documentation. So these are some of the examples that you can expect from a RAG solution compared to just use the base LLM. And as I said, today we are not only thinking about connecting to data sources, we're thinking about connecting to so many other tools, integrating with so many applications, and create a big ecosystem of so many functionalities which is connected to your agent that has LLM as its core for reasoning. And that's how agent actually can make a right decision, gives you good information, and helps you in your business and services. So I created a course on Udemy to cover these concepts in depth. So if you're really interested, I would highly recommend to join this course. So in this course, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover the most foundational concept about the RAG, a little bit more in depth than what we discussed already. And then after that, I'm going to directly dive into the Azure AI services. So this course is about the architecting LLM applications on Azure. So I'm going to cover the concept without considering the technology. But after that, when I actually cover the concept, I'm going to dive into the Azure services, because at the end you need to implement these services using some of the techniques and technologies. There are a lot of them. But in this case, in this course, I did really cover the Azure AI services like Azure AI Foundry, Azure AI Search, OpenAI, Copilot Studio, And then the most important part is that I also cover the LLM applications architecture on Azure. So a little bit of more deep dive sessions that it gives you more information on how you need to consider the different elements when you design your system. At the end, there's also a lab that you can actually try the RAG solution yourself and see how you can actually create a RAG chatbot using Azure AI Foundry. If you're interested to learn more about LLM apps and architecting them on Azure, I would highly recommend to join this course. I hope you like this video. See you in the next video.